Hello. I'm only just now realizing that with Windows 10... Well, I suspected this before, but I kept forgetting to confirm it. I no longer have to adjust my camera settings every single time I start a stream, which is nice. The downside of it is that when I turn my computer off, I don't know why my operating system would affect this, but when I had Windows 7 and I turned my computer off, it would turn off my USB devices, such as my webcam, which is probably related to the fact that its settings would reset every day. On the other hand, it would also turn off my capture card, which makes me feel nice. Because now, while it's nice to be able to turn on my computer and not have to adjust my, my camera settings every time, I don't like the idea that my capture card is constantly powered. I feel like that can't be good for it. I'm always, like, worried about that kind of thing, because, like, my original PC, my original gaming PC, which was a laptop, the motherboard went out on it, and I think a big part of it was the fact that I never, ever turned the thing off. I'm turning ambient occlusion to low, because I don't even like the effect very much anyway. But could I please turn off depth of field, dude? Depth of field, motion blur, blurriness in general. Just get all of that shit out of here. Stop rendering the graphics nicely and then blurring them out. Okay. I already complained about this last time, though, so I'm not gonna complain about it more. Ooh, login bonus. Yay. Okay. We need to report to this guy, because we got more puke information. Talk to this guy, see if we got any more great horn flies. Nope. But we do need to fertilize. And then... I think I just captured a puke was the thing. Which means maybe I need to go talk to this guy? I mean, there it is. But no, this guy doesn't seem super interested. And then... see what stuff we can make. And then... I gotta do that... oh, I gotta do that egg quest. Alright, alright. I'll do the egg quest. Maybe that's what we'll do in a minute. Okay, so... forge armor. Puke. We need a quill, so okay, we can't make everything. What about palico? Can we make all the palico stuff? Oh, we already have it. Okay, great. Alright, I guess we'll do feet first. And I think we'll equip it, too. Because the puke stuff will be good against the puke. Alrighty, ready? Alright, this stuff. Got a lot of Barath stuff, too. And I know I already made the Palico stuff for the Barath. And by no, I mean I'm still gonna check. Yeah. Alright, so forge. Armor. Yeah, let's try and get this Barath stuff. See how much of it we can make. Don't bother equipping it yet, though. I just want it. Nope. Okay, well. We need more stuff. So, puke. let's go fight another one, I suppose. And I think Thunder would have been good against it, but I was an idiot and sold my Thunder Sword while trying to equip it. So that's not really a thing we can do. Come over here. Ooh, that is a good dish today. Come over here. Get this ugly thing off. Put the leather belt back on. It just looks the best. And then... talk to you. Oh god, you're talking way more than I wanted. Oh no, now they're probably gonna say something every time I come in here, aren't they? I botched it big time. Now every time I come back to town, they're gonna be like, head to the Zora Magdaros immediately.
Okay, partner. I've got a quest hot and ready.
I can't take these. Oh, because I forgot to load out. So, manage items. Alright, here we go. Just get rid of all that and those. Except I actually do want boop 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 4 of those. Come over here. Boop 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 boop. There we go. Give me that ration. And we are on our way. I think this game is quiet. There we go. Alright. Oh, and what's our bounties? Honey and mining. Perfect. Easy peasy. Ah, the Beatles. Yes, I seem to remember their off-key caterwalking on the old Sullivan Show. There's our honey. And some good mining. Oh, we need a lot of mining. Okay, I might as well make a little mining detour then. God, this looks good. It is a workout for my PC, though. I should go turn down the AC so that... or, well, turn down the temperature so that the AC starts going. You know, I just remembered, I was talking about my graphics card recently and how I suspect that it has issues. Partly because of the occasional crashing on certain games, which might just be a completely, like, software driver issue. However, I just remembered that sometimes my graphics card makes noise. And I don't know why. It starts squealing. It's even... sometimes it'll start squealing and the computer visually will start behaving oddly. And not oddly, like, glitchy. Oddly, like, Windows Basic turns on. Probably because I think Windows Basic gets, like, automatically enabled if the computer is performing poorly. At least when you're on the desktop. Usually, like, sometimes I'll quit a game and I'll get the notification that's like, to enhance performance, maybe you should put on Windows Basic. Would you like to? But I'm not sure. Maybe if you're on the desktop, it just does it automatically and not in an application. I'm not sure. But that would kind of make sense because what happens is my graphics card will start making a squealing sound. And then as that happens, Windows Basic will enable. on screen. And it's very bizarre. Not really sure what to do about it. Except get a different graphics card, you know? And it's like, at this point, do I switch away from EVGA because of one weird thing? Do I switch away from NVIDIA because of one weird thing? I don't think so. I think NVIDIA has the same kind of stranglehold that Windows does right now, or Microsoft, where it's like, I don't like Windows. I'm not married to Windows whatsoever. However, Windows is by and far the most compatible game, or the most compatible operating system for gaming. Hello! So, like, I'm forced to use Windows for video games. Similarly, I feel like I'm forced to use NVIDIA for video games as well. Not because NVIDIA is better than AMD. On the contrary, perhaps. But a lot of companies and game engines are specifically geared towards NVIDIA drivers. Like, I don't know if you guys remember when Batman Arkham Knight came out. Not that I'm particularly interested in, not that I'm completely interested in Batman video games, but it was a big deal that the game came out, and if you didn't have an NVIDIA graphics card, it ran like a joke. What's up, Meow Mix? So, you know, that's a thing to think about, is all. It seems like a lot of game engines are geared towards NVIDIA. Like, I remember when Fallout 3 first came out, my computer ran it really well because it was NVIDIA. I mean, it ran it well. What's the word? Not relative. That's not the right word, but it's the first one that comes to mind. But under the circumstances of it being Fallout 3, it ran well. You know. In the context of any other game, it never runs well. Why is my character spewing green? Oh, yeah, I've been streaming a little early. I've been getting up earlier, and it feels good. I feel like I've made improvements to my life recently from, you know, and my general sense of well-being has improved. And one of the things is that I've been going to bed earlier, and I've been getting up earlier. Maybe all my viewers in the Netherlands will appreciate it. Or they won't watch because they've filled their this time slot with somebody else, you know. I've certainly got all my slots filled by certain people. Speaking of which, I never watch Cherno anymore. Because, well, it used to be that he just streamed at the same time as me. But now I don't even know what. I guess I overall don't watch as much Twitch. Or when I do... okay, that's not true. That's not true at all. The thing is that I only watch, like, our circle of people now. When I watch Twitch, 90% of the time, it's either Obst, or my brother, or Camel, the occasional Dunpeeled, or Drooby. Do I ever play this multiplayer? I'm not against it. I've only played it multiplayer once, though. Speaking of which, for that one time playing this game multiplayer, I am accidentally still subscribed to PlayStation Plus for 9 months. I bought 3 months of PlayStation Plus, played the game online with a friend once, and then it auto-renewed twice because I've forgotten that I keep forgetting that I have to do that. But now that it's on PC, we don't have to worry about that dumb shit. Because for some reason, console games make you pay for online. For nobody knows why.
We have to keep the servers running.
Yeah, what about the PC version? That's been free forever. Put it on Steamworks. I don't know how this stuff works, but usually if something has to do with Steamworks, then that just means that it's a Valve server? I don't know. I don't really understand it, but it worked for Dark Souls, is my point. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that out loud, because that'll cue all the Dark Souls PhDs to come in and tell me about how terrible Dark Souls Online is, despite the fact that they've played PvP on it for thousands of hours. I really don't understand that. Like, I get it to some degree. To some degree, you enjoy something for a really long time, and then you start to complain about it because you start to realize the flaws of it and stuff. But I just think that some people overstate their concern, and they speak, and not even unintentionally. They insist that they dislike a game or that a game is bad, despite the fact that they clearly enjoy it, proven by the amount of hours that they've put into it. Here's one of them right now. Melon. Tell us how... I'm just kidding. Yes, this is the PC version, and you can certainly add me on Steam, Meow Mix. I was just ranting about people who play a game for thousands of hours and then insist that the game is bad. Like, I had a buddy who played SOCOM a lot. But he played SOCOM so much. He played it all day, every day. But yes, hello, Melon! Have you noticed how much earlier I've been streaming? At least on weekends. Okay, he's running away. Get the tail. No, I was 100% joking, Melon. If anybody had come in to the chat with your timing, I would have said that it was them. Whee! Boop! I know, I missed you, Melon. But now you're here. Alright. Hang on, don't I need to mine more or something? No, I need one more honey. Well, Melon's here. Melon's my last honey that I needed. Get used to it. Okay. Bip, bip, bop. Ooh, he just dropped something. Sounds good, Meow Mix. Enjoy your workday. What the? Oh, nah, Meow Mix, why? Damn Steam overlay. Pow! Up! Oh no. Man, the weeb swing is really hard to nail. Yeah, well, I did not launch the game from Big Picture, But I think, like, since I have a controller plugged in, it launches the game in big picture. I think? I'm not really sure. Yeah! So now my sword has like a weird aura to it. Oh, I think it's like now, yeah, now my aura recharges. This is the least MMO part of the game, Melon. This is the part with fun combat. Like I said, MMO without the MMO bullshit. One of the parts of MMO bullshit is the combat system. Also, the massively multiplayer part, that's also part of the MMO bullshit. The biggest thing is the grind to the level cap for the game to start. You know how everybody talks about how, oh, the game starts at the level cap, because that's when you stop going for experience and you start grinding for gear, and the gear makes you better? That's just where Monster Hunter starts. Like, that's where it actually starts. Sounds good, Meow Mix! But yeah, I've heard that about so many games. It starts at the level cap. Monster Hunter just starts. But the fact that the basic gameplay loop, though, of fighting one boss repeatedly in order to get gear to make you better, and to try to look good, and, like, getting materials for crafting, and going around and picking crafting stuff, and going back to town to, like, manage your farm in between your fights and that kind of stuff. All of that is, like, MMO stuff. I gotta stress that when I say that Monster Hunter is like an MMO, I always follow it up with without the MMO bullshit. And here's what I mean by that. MMOs are fun. That's why people play them. Because the gameplay loop of, like, working on your character in that way is satisfying. Basically, I guess the better way to put it is that I think that Monster Hunter has the things in it that make MMOs satisfying without having the boring gameplay of an MMO. It's got the satisfying parts of an MMO without the boring parts. So when I say it's like an MMO without the MMO bullshit, it's a compliment. Because I'm saying it's fun and addicting and satisfying without slowing down and being boring and having to deal with like having a raid schedule and that kind of stuff that nobody likes. Except some people, you know. I wish I could be one of those people who had a raid schedule and is like, nope, Tuesday night we're raiding. Who knows, maybe I will have that when the classic server comes out. I need to go turn my AC on. I'll be right back. Okay. There we are. So, back to town. Do the things that you gotta do. Oh, this game also has a daily login bonus. That's pretty MMO-ish. At least, like, a free-to-play. Alright, bugs, bones, and honey. That's the name of my rap trio. So we did the bounty thing. Collect that. I think we gotta talk to this guy now since we have our research leveled up. So we're at level 3 research for both of these. We just need more. Oh no, we are on Puke as well. Alright, here's something I don't get. Right now, my Great Jagras... Oh, it's 3 stars. Which means that I know what they drop. But I'll still bring the bar up if I research them more, right? To then make me know what they do earlier. So I have to track them less. I can still do that? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not 100% on all of this game's mechanics yet. Oh no, this is not big picture mode. I did not just get the big picture pop-up. It was the nice normal one. Okay. Come over here. We need one more shell. Alright, gotta go get another one. Doop-de-doo. You know, at first, so when you go up to the menu in this game, when you bring up the quest board, it puts the cursor on the screen, which immediately puts the cursor on investigations because it's in the middle of the screen. Which is annoying at first because, you know, I just want the menu to start at the top because that's what I expect. However, it's actually kind of nice because you go to investigations most often. At least I do. So it makes it the default option now. Look at that loading time. I also forgot to adjust my items here. There we go. Okay. What do I need to gather? I made a joke about it. Bugs, bones, and honey? Yeah. Those are pretty much all found in this center area. So for Rock Band charting, I have decided that I am going to chart a full album. I might do a couple songs in the middle just for a break. But I want to do an entire album. And that album is what is difficult to deny as my favorite album of all time. Because I've talked about Judas Priest's Painkiller being my favorite album of all time a lot. But man, I don't know if you guys have ever heard Adultery by Dog Fashion Disco. But it really is easily one of the best albums ever made. And I want to do the whole album for Rock Band because I think it's perfect. It's got every instrument is interesting. It's going to be very hard to do though because they use a lot of horns, and so when you're charting for Rock Band, you have to decide like a lot of the time horns get charted to keyboards, but they also have a keyboard player. So there's going to be a lot of deciding when to chart the horns and when to chart the keyboards. And either way, there'll just be a lot of it. And it's hard to do keyboard because the site that I chart for really, really, very strongly encourages you to include pro keys, which means that you have to chart the actual sheet music, which is hard. But yeah, it's such a cool album. Like, I don't know how to describe it other than, like, spy metal. It's, like, a lot of it sounds like the kind of music that would be in an old spy flick. But it's metal. Which makes sense that that's the style, because it's a concept album that follows the story of a private detective. But it gets really weird, too, because it's like, it's a private detective looking for a murderer, but then there's also some kind of weird, like, demon possession element to it, and like, something about a guy who can't die and is, like, committed suicide a bunch of times, but comes back, or something. So, like, lyrically and story-wise, it goes all over the place. And then musically, it goes all over the place, too. Like, the spy metal thing is kind of the main thing. But there's, like, a western song in it. There's a song that's all strings. There's a song that's, like, a bunch of, like, stomping and weird string stuff with just, like, chanting. Like, it is weird. It's one of... The reason it's such a great album is because it... Like I always talk about, it takes you for a ride. You go on a journey when you listen to it. But anyway, I just finished charting the first song on it, which is... really, really simple. It's all piano and vocals, and it's just like a 1-minute intro. But I didn't release it yet because I think I need to clean up the exact timing on the vocals, because it's got a lot of pitch changes, like, and that kind of stuff. You have to be like perfect on the timing of the slides, you know. Or if you're a vocalist, it's really frustrating to sing the song perfectly and miss notes because the person didn't chart the tubes correctly. Anyway, that's that. Alright, that's a little more honey. We still need what? Bones and bugs? And honey? Oh no, we don't need bones anymore, okay. These Jagras really want to rumble, but I'm like not interested. I have so many Jagras parts. I'm all lurky. That's fine. I'm just mumbling. Just rambling. One thing about that album that sucks, though. There's one giant problem with the album, Adultery by Dog Fashion Disco, which is that the record company that band was signed for really screwed them over. And, like, they're like, really, really, they have really heavy ownership of the music and would not sell it back to the band. Like, the band got screwed by their record company. And they were on a long contract with them, too. So, they released a bunch of albums underneath this shitty record company. And then the record, or the contract was long enough to where the band broke up. And then later, like, somewhat recently reformed to make a new album. And they were still under the old record company. And here's the deal. The old record company would not fund their album. They had to go to Kickstarter to get funding for their for a new album. which was massively successful because of how great Adultery was, which was their last album. So they got like super massive successful Kickstarter, and that's great. But the record label would not allow them to give the album away as a Kickstarter bonus. So if you backed the Kickstarter, you didn't even get the album as a reward because of the record company. And just like all kinds of stuff like that. And even when they broke up as Dog Fashion Disco, two of the members, the two main songwriters, formed Polka Dot Cadaver. And even Polka Dot Cadaver's first 2 albums are on that record company as well. Which is also a shame, because Polka Dot Cadaver's first album is another one of my all-time favorites. So, and they're just such dickheads about it. Like, none of that material is on Spotify, for example. None of the record company, by the way, is Rotten Records. None of their stuff under Rotten Records is on Spotify. It all gets removed off YouTube. You can't buy it on like Amazon, I don't think. Maybe you can. It's really weird. Like they don't. It's like it's like the record company is mad about their deal and wants to bury the band or the people. Anyway, what that means is that I'm reluctant to like have decent previews and stuff of the Rock Band tracks because I feel like they would DMCA the YouTube video if it had any of the music in it. So, yeah. The record industry is a complete shit show from everything that I've heard. Or at least, I mean, it was. It still is, except that bands actually have other options now. Bands can just self-produce now, thanks to the internet. Which is just such a huge deal. Like, I remember, Radiohead released an album for free. Online. Which was, at the time, like the most unbelievable, crazy idea. Where they would release their album for free, and you had the option to pay what you wanted for it, if you wanted to pay for it. And then 9 Inch Nails did the same thing. He released The Slip on a pay-what-you-want model. And it's crazy. The idea that you pay $13 for a CD, that was usually like the cost, right? If you bought an album, it would be about 13 bucks. Now they can release, it happened where Radiohead and 9 Inch Nails both release an album where they say you can pay what you want, even if that's nothing. And it was hugely successful, and they made all kinds of money off of it, because the money went straight to them, because it wasn't through a record label. Oh, that's what I was going to say originally, is you pay 13 bucks for an album, and what does the band see out of it? 50 cents, you know? So, it was just a really cool thing that has started because of exactly these kinds of situations. Hey, Crow. Oh, okay, so then, the latest thing about Rotten Records is that the band was able to buy their music. They were finally able to buy their music back from Rotten Records. However, they could only buy, like, the music and not the recordings. So they still cannot sell or re-release or do anything with their own old music as it was recorded. If they want to do anything with it, they have to re-record it. And it's just like, man. These record companies. Anyway. I gotta find this Puke Puke. So we got insects, honey, and bone piles. Alright, we're good. What band got screwed? Dog Fashion Disco and later Polka Dot Cadaver. Because when Dog Fashion Disco broke up, the two main songwriters formed Polka Dot Cadaver, but were still under that record company. So yeah, that's why none of their best stuff is available anywhere. Because their best stuff was Dog Fashion Disco's last two albums, then they broke up, formed Polka Dot Cadaver, and Polka Dot Cadaver's first album. Those three albums are like the golden years of those songwriters, I think. Where they made, you know, all of their best stuff. And none of it is easily available anywhere. For no reason. Yeah, I don't know if I've heard of them with anyone else. But yeah, Rotten Records is the label. Don't give them your money. It's the old Nine Inch Nails Year Zero situation of if you asked the band, they would probably encourage you to steal it. Do you guys remember that? When Year Zero by Nine Inch Nails came out, Interscope Records was charging like a ton for it. And Trent Reznor was really pissed about it because it was like one of the things about it was the fact that the disc of the album was on like a special heat sensitive material because that album had a lot of like hidden clues in it to a story that it was telling. And one of the clues was that after you had the CD in your CD player for a while, it would heat up naturally. And then so when you took it out of your CD player, it would look different on top. And it had a binary code on it that would lead you to one of the clues for the story. And Trent, from what I heard, Trent Reznor himself paid the bill to have the CD printed that way. Yet Interscope still charged extra for the album anyway. And then Trent Reznor was just like, you can find it on recording, just telling people to steal the album. Just steal it. Steal it. Steal and steal some more and give it to all your friends and keep stealing. So, even though I haven't really liked any new Nine Inch Nails material for a long, long time, I still think Trent Reznor is, not just for that, but also for some of his old stuff, one of the greatest, like, musical minds of our time. I did like his... I need to listen to the new Nine Inch Nails album, though, again, because I remember really liking it. Which is weird, because, yeah. Like, recent Nine Inch Nails has all sounded the same to me, and not very good. But... The last EP, Add Violence, while being the same and like not super good and I didn't really like it that much, it had that really, really cool ending to it that reminded me of old Nine Inch Nails when it was like weird experimental stuff that like nobody else was doing anything like, where it was I mean like bizarre stuff, like the Year Zero Spectrogram kind of thing. Where, if you didn't hear it, the last song on the EP, Add Violence, ends with a really simple loop. A loop that sounds really cool, and it's got a few things going on, like a drum beat, a catchy bass line, and a catchy synth line on top of it with some noise. Sounded really cool, but what they start doing at the very, very end... Oh, you got that picture? At the very, very end, it starts repeating this loop. But I don't know how he did it. I don't know how they achieved this effect exactly, but it sounds like they started recompressing it or something every single loop. So every loop, it went through another degradation generation. And so it starts getting like staticky and poor quality, but really, really subtly and one little bit at a time. Every single loop. And while it's kind of annoying, because it's starting to sound bad, it's also just really interesting because it's so slow that you start to hear the sounds start to blend together one at a time. And you start to hear certain frequencies and certain parts of it get staticky at a time, or and really, really slowly, really before you even realize it, it's just 100% static is all that's left. But it's like even in the static, you can kind of still hear it because you've heard it degrade into that. It's so interesting. So I loved that. Even though the music of the album I didn't really like. But then his last album that he just came out with had a bunch of weird stuff like that. Not quite like that, but just weird stuff that reminded me a lot of The Fragile, which is my favorite Nine Inch Nails album, so... yeah. Basically... while I recognize that Nine Inch Nails is not what it once was, I still love Trent Reznor. That's what I'm trying to say here. I had a friend who really didn't like Trent Reznor because she insisted that he stole all of his material from Skinny Puppy. Which it's like, I don't know, old Skinny Puppy, yeah, like, it sounds kind of similar to old Nine Inch Nails, but... I think really what it was is not... I don't think that's the correct way to describe it. That's what she said. That's what she said. But I think really what her issue is that she thinks that Skinny Puppy is a more revolutionary musical artist than Nine Inch Nails, and Nine Inch Nails gets all the credit for it. Like if somebody hated Castlevania because it gets just as much credit for Metroidvania as Metroid does, even though Metroid started it and Zelda did it too first. But hey, it's no reason to hate Castlevania, and it's no reason to hate Trent Reznor. Oh no! Speaking of Skinny Puppy, they're not still around, are they? I remember really liking their album Too Dark Park. And then I also really liked Ogre's solo albums. He had 2 solo albums that were really good. He probably has more now, but I haven't heard it. Alright, there we go. Give it to him. Yeah! Bip. Bip. Oh, the longsword's the best. Oh, they broke up in 95 and then came back in 2003. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't kill it, Daisy! I captured it peacefully! It will be released back into the wild once the biology department, you know, does all of its horrible, horrible experiments on it. This guy right here, this guy is a crazy man who's gonna do all kinds of stuff to it, and then they're gonna release it back into the wild. Don't even tell me that they're not gonna release it, Crow, because they no. They said specifically, they specifically say in this game that they release it back into the wild when you capture it. Now, it's immediately going to be eaten by another monster that hasn't been probed, because it is now a weakened, awful, terrible, broken monster. But it'll at least get the chance. Yeah! I need like 8 of these things. That's the second one we've gotten. Okay. I think I need significantly more than 8. But there we go. We got another one. Oh, Poogie! I forgot about Poogie! Yeah! Now it loves me and I can pick it up. Yes! Look at my little pig buddy. Look at his little legs sticking up in the air. Hello! I loves him. I would change his colors, but I really like the blue and green. I think that's a really nice color combination. Okay, how do I put him down? Hey, Amber! I don't remember how to put him down. Oh, there we go. Edit name. I don't know. No, Poogie is perfect. Okay. Alright, hopefully we can make our helmet now. Yes, yes. What's next? Baroth stuff. Well, I gotta look at my equipment real quick, because, so we've got this thing. We've got that thing. Can we make this yet? Okay. Can we make this yet? Or this? Is there anything we can make out of Baroth parts? That's basically what I'm looking for here. Yeah, this game's very different from old Monster Hunters, that's for sure. I really like what they've done with it, though. I love the tracking system versus the paintball system, you know? Like, alright. I think that the scout flies look annoying on screen. It reminds me of Fable 2, and I really don't like when things make me think about Fable 2. But, it does, like, the tracking system itself is great. Oh, thank you. This shirt is like, the graphic is like falling off of it, though. Every time I wash it, it's got a little bit less left. And I wash it inside out. But I did get like the same shirt from Bethesda, and that one's printed a lot more nicely. But it's also printed like super faded, so it's hard to see. I can't be happy. Okay, so next up is Baroth, and that does not have weapons attached to it, so we are just gonna keep on trucking to fight a couple of those. Right. It looks cooler for a little while, and then it just won't be a shirt anymore. What am I looking for? I want to look at this. And this, and Baroth. So, we basically, because he changes between being weak to fire and water, I just don't even want to bother. Don't dry it in the dryer, even if it's inside out? I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can not dry things in the dryer. It sounds like too big of a pain in the arse. Okay, so his tail is severable. Breakable, breakable, breakable. If we break... Oh! You carve his head. Okay, interesting. Dryers ruin shirts, even if they're inside out? We have not... You haven't addressed the inside out factor yet. That's how I shower, too. Inside out. Armor. Okay. Baroth. Well, this is the only shirt I have that's falling apart. So, I'm not gonna worry about it. I am going to continue drying my shirts. Because this is the only one that's falling apart. And you know, also, I have enough shirts where if I lose one, I can replace it with something new. And again, additionally, I have a second Doom shirt. How's it going, Darren? Alright, mushrooms, insects, sure, small monsters, large monsters. Wait. There's 2 investigation ones? I'll get rid of the small monster culling and get 2 investigations. Okay, and now, manage investigations. Sort by completion, capture. And we want to capture a Baroth, which I only have 1 of? I do. Alright, so this is our mission. And I still need another Rathian scale and large monster bones. More Xenoblade or Monster Hunter Gen? Do you mean Xenoblade 1? Because I would say absolutely play that. Xenoblade 1 is great. But I am doing quite excellently, Darren. Thank you for asking. We'll do that. Okay, I think we're good here. I just need to... I need to eat something. Monado! Suck my Monado! Alright, let's watch the cutscene this time. Oh, I forgot we have to do the... We have to do the egg quest. I didn't even think about that, Daisy. Like, just owning cats, you get enough hair in your food. But now we got a bunch of shedding cats preparing it. Shedding and shitting. You know, I could certainly imagine Xenoblade 1 looking boring. But, it's one of those games, though, where I assure you, playing it yourself, it's good. It's good! I don't know what that's from, but Flex always says it that way. It's good. Okay, I need mushrooms and insects. This controller is so creaky. This is my bad PS4 controller. I don't know what happened to the other one. But this one has a very, like... Well, my other one's gone bad as well, kind of. This is the one that has a very inaccurate right stick. My other one has a dead zone in the very top of the left stick, which means that when you're trying to run straight forward in a game, the character just juts back and forth like 10 degrees left and right. So yeah, DualShock 4, quality controller. I got 2 of them, and they've both worn out. Both of their sticks have worn out. I've like never, besides N64, because that's kind of a given. I can't say I've ever had a controller just wear out. Gave you a new stylish. Man, when I worked at GameStop, a lot of people call a stylus a stylist. And I find that very annoying. I don't understand how that kind of thing happens. I had one coworker who would improperly pluralize everything, such as the game Dragon Age, she would call Dragon's Age. But it was like everything. Deadly Premonition, Deadly Premonitions. What's a game that is... What's a game that is plural already? Name of a game that's something plural. Xenoblade Chronicles. She'd probably call it Xenoblade Chronicle. Resident Evil Revelation. White Knight Chronicle. Okay, I'm complaining about this, but actually the reason that I'm complaining about this is because I understand how simple it is to just not know exactly what the game is called and to very frequently get the 50-50 incorrectly, you know? Space Oddity is called Mr. or Major Toms. And with an S. Major Toms. The song has a lot of toms in the drumming. Major toms. They've also been tuned to the major key. Ground control to major toms. But anyway, so yeah, my point is that I can understand getting the pluralization wrong, unless it's major toms. That's just ridiculous. But, you know, for like Dragon's Age, fine. But I don't remember what got me into this tangent. What was the other thing that was incorrect that I was actually complaining about? I lost it. The train of thought is gone. Train of Thought, though, that is a great album. It's by Dream Theater, released in 2004. It's known as their heavy album. They wrote the album in a very short amount of time. Basically, they knew that, oh yeah, stylist versus stylist. That was exactly what it was. That's the kind of thing where you're just saying the wrong word. You're just putting a letter on it that no one knows where it came from. I have my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law does that to so many words and just pronounces so many things incorrectly. Like the magic set Zendikar, he calls Zandikar. He was playing Metal Gear Solid 3, and kept calling the Shagohod the Shadow Hog. Those are the ones I remember, but basically if you hang out with this guy, it's like everything. Every like name of something he's got slightly incorrect. He probably also calls video game consoles councils. Do you know those people? What console do you have that game on? Hey, why doesn't the center console of your car have a cup holder? One day I had to clean the center console of my car, and so I was looking up, like, how to disassemble it so I could take the cup holder out and go wash it in the sink. And good God, it was like not one single person called it a console. And this was in writing. This was in writing. They called it a console. Anyway. See you later, Daisy. Have fun. Everything was a Nintendo to your grandma. I want to bring that back. I want everything to be a Nintendo again. Right now, we're playing some Nintendo. Not even consoles, I just mean video games in general are Nintendo. It's no different from Band-Aid. And Kleenex. And NyQuil. Let's see. 1 more mushroom, 4 more insects. Nintendo? Oh. Oh no. I do think that PlayStation is a great name for a console, though. Because Nintendo's great, it's memorable, everybody knows about Nintendo, the company Nintendo makes Nintendo, so it's harder for people to get confused when they talk about, you know, things. Well, I think that actually makes it more confusing for people who then thinks that Xbox made Call of Duty, but let's just move on. Let's move on from the several layers of flawed logic behind that, and instead say, that Nintendo is great, but also PlayStation, great name. Xbox? Like I'm telling you guys, I know I say this all the time. I'm not trying to talk shit about Microsoft constantly. But it's just that everything they do sucks. Xbox? That name is terrible. It does actually make a little bit of sense, though. I looked it up recently. I was reading about Xbox. And the reason it's called the Xbox is because Nintendo... is because Microsoft... they had a lot of they had a lot of direct products. Direct Show, Direct Draw, Direct 3D. These were all, I don't know exactly what to call them in fancy computer terms, but those were all like things that developers used. And they packaged them all up into something called DirectX. DirectX is the package of Direct Draw, Direct 3D, Direct Show. All of these things put together was DirectX. Then when they made the Xbox, it was supposed to be a system that was easy for developers to develop for because it was based on DirectX technology, which they were already using for PC games. So they made a console, a box, like a Steam box with DirectX stuff in it. They call it the Xbox. It kind of makes sense. Yeah, they certainly didn't market it that way. I think that's part of why it's a stupid sounding name, is because it just sounds stupid and we weren't given the reason. Hang on, is this bug gonna be back? Because I only need the one more. Now I have Space Oddity stuck in my head. I'm not complaining. Ground control to Major Tom. Becky Buttsta. I left that god bug behind. But that's okay, it's hunting time. You really made the grade. Alright, I don't need to fight these Gajao because I got rid of the small monster culling. So here we go. It's clobbering time. This thing looks tiny. Is it just me, or is this like the smallest Barrett you've ever seen? Yep. Oh, jeez. Alright. Maybe that god bug will make up for it. Okay, get him in the scalp. I'm really trying to get his head a lot with my power swings because I want to break it. Oop! Dixie wrecked. It took I had to say that out loud to actually get it. I just thought it sounded funny at first. And then I said it out loud. Congratulations. You got me. Ooh! Sharpen, sharpen, sharpen. Please don't run at me. That makes me very nervous. Uh-oh. I took an extra swing. I shouldn't have done that. Get out of the way. Okay. Alright. Oh no, here comes... Okay. I keep doing it! I keep taking one extra hit and then he turns around and blocks it with his face. See, that time I didn't. Alright, he's running away. We broke a couple parts. Did we knock anything off of him? Alright. Yeah, Melon, I mean, there's no thought to it whatsoever. You just run up to the monster and just swing at it. Occasionally, you have to dodge. Other than that, you just run up and swing at it. As a Souls connoisseur, I cannot understand how the combat could possibly be more than it appears to be. Whoop! Oh, the parts that I'm breaking are just knocking the mud off of him, I think. When really what I want to be doing is, like, breaking his parts? Oh, no, 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 stop it! That actually would have been a really good opportunity for me to hit him in the head. It's pretty cute. Oh no! We're not killing him, Crow! This is a no-killing stream. Okay, he's pissed now. I know, I just brought up that I was playing Monster Hunter, and it turned into a whole thing. And then, like, a minute later, I was like, oh, Camel, you're doing Chex Quest for Doom. That sounds fun. And then it turned into another whole thing where they were arguing about how to get the game to run and how easy it would be to get it to run. Because I wasn't going to be able to do it on my own, apparently. And that was a whole thing. And I was like, oh, geez, I've said 2 things in this chat, and yikes. Let me sever your big cute tail. How do you still have a tail? There it goes. Okay, so now we gotta keep trying to knock him, like, on his butt, and then swing away at his head. So keep getting him in the legs. And try not to use the Spirit Storm too much because I need to save it. Mass timeout? I mean, what exactly is slow mode? That's kind of similar, right? Or you can just put the chat in emote only mode. Did my cat seriously just straight up miss me with that Vigor Wasp? Man, miss me with that Vigor Wasp. Okay, there he goes. Okay, he's almost dead, and I did not manage to get his scalp. Got him! Man, okay, watch this load time. Well, it's not gonna happen yet, because first we need to do all of our stuff. But alright, we go. We get everything. And here we go. Wow! Oh, getting a phone call 1 second. Hey, alright, alright. What do now? We just got back? Okay, right. Oh, yeah, that's part of the reason that I like to capture also, is it ends the hunt faster, you know? Once they get down to critical, you can just end the hunt right then. But I also think that it's more fun to capture monsters, and you essentially get better rewards. Ah, but then yes, the Elder Dragons. Let me tell you how miffed I was the first time I got an Elder Dragon down to critical health, put down a shock trap, lured him into the shock trap, and he just ran straight over the shock trap and killed me. But that's the kind of thing where it's like, that is the perfect way to find out. Some people get mad at that kind of stuff. How was I supposed to know? You weren't. You just found out, and it was fun. It was a great, memorable moment in the video game, you know? Okay. Barroth, come to me. We need ridges. We need a lot of ridges. Shoot. I think those are what come off the head when you break it, right? No, you get it from capturing. With a 4-star frequency, so alright. Well then, let us... Let's do that one mission. For the Meowscular Chef. Maybe we'll also get a random Rathian scale, or maybe Spike, out of this. Don't talk to me. Let me just do the thing. Alright, here we go. Oh, I have a bunch of these. Well, yeah, let's go do it. Kept tripping people. Yeah, that kind of stuff I just have never had to deal with because I don't play multiplayer. But I've heard about that kind of stuff. Okay, on this one... I'm not actually going to need this stuff. I've heard something about this game, like slashing ammo or something was a big problem, and then they might have patched it. Oh, well, that thing had more health than I was expecting. Okay. Whoops. Whoops. There we go. Oh, all we need are insects? Okay. It's the handler. It's like, it would take less time for me to just run. I used to do this, actually. It would take less time for me to just run to the nearest quest board instead of talking to her for a quest. I used to do it just because I also hated her voice, but then I turned the voices to Japanese. So anyway, we are out for cactuses. I'm sorry, cacti. And, then... along the way, I'm just gonna gather everything I can. But yeah, I just heard that the Ankle Slayer is funny. I just heard that slashing ammo was causing a lot of multiplayer problems. Not necessarily that it was too good. Yeah, Xenoblade has a lot of really great character customization kind of stuff. It's part of the reason that it reminds me of Chrono Trigger a lot. Is just the fact that you have 3 people in your party, and you choose those 3 people, you choose which one you play as, and they all interact in a unique way. Yeah. It's another one of those things, though, where... it's one of those games where I can't tell you about what my favorite party was, because it would be a spoiler. Because I'm guessing you don't have all the characters yet. Well, that was easy. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, there's a character who benefits from not wearing armor. If you have certain skills. Yep. I can't remember what character it is, but I remember reading all those abilities and going, eh, and then not using them. burritos. I haven't had a burrito in a while. Because I'm trying to... I'm trying to give up meat, and, I don't know how to prepare a burrito without it. I mean, there's like bean burritos, but I don't love beans that much. Maybe I will one day. Let's go bone piles. That's probably the easiest one here. Cultivating you and me a feeling of necessity. Sure, around a milk, which is not a propaganda. Culture. Sector, faster a day. Oh, was that my in-depth playthrough, Crow? Or were you not around during my playthrough? Wait, none of this is what I need. We just need to go to the next optional quest now. What? Oh, capture a Baroth is one of my optional quests? Alright. First, though... Alright, so this quest... Last time we did this quest, it was a hoot. So, I gotta do it again now. God, these loading times. Okay. I forgot how fast travel works. I think you just go to the map, because I forgot to go to the correct camp. I think you just go to the map. Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't have the upper camp? Oh, because I never delivered the Rathian scales or whatever that I need for it. Okay. It's been a while, Crow. Not that long. I've hardly been streaming on Twitch that long. But it's been a while. What game was I playing when you first came in, do you think? I don't really recall. I'm trying to think of like some of the really big things. Like maybe one of the Final Fantasies, because there was a lot of Final Fantasy. Ah, so it very well could have been. What am I here for? Oh, the eggs. You can never have too many eggs. Okay. Oh, yeah. What is the followage thing? How does that work? I don't know how that works. I only have Tin Muffin here. Oh, and my other bot that I forgot to start. Oh man, Stay Heavy. I need to get Stay Heavy as just a thing to play instead of a command. I need to just get it to play. Cancel, cancel. Okay, there we go. What's ER? Oh, that's Endurance Run. What's Freak? Oh, I think that's Freddy Freaker. Race and Multi are gonna be way outdated. Okay, yeah, I don't have Nightbot. Basically, here's the deal about bots for me. I don't really want them. I have, or one. I have Tin Muffin because Seb made it, and I love Seb. And Tin Muffin's kind of fun with how it talks to people. So I have that bot just because it's like another viewer, because his Tin Muffin is fun. And then I have a custom bot that I've configured specifically for the one singular purpose of keeping track of points, but points not that accumulate over time, but that I specifically give to people. However, I'm a bit behind on that right now because I updated the bot and it didn't carry the points over, so I need to carry everybody's points over. And I just still haven't done it. But that's for trivia. That's for when I do trivia. People get points. Retro bucks. Except, okay, so that bot that takes care of points has been updated for one other purpose, which is that if you subscribe to the channel for a year, you get to have your own personal custom sound that you can play in the channel with your own command. I don't think we have any of those in here right now. But I think there's 4 people. I think there's 3 people who have been subscribed for a year. And then Flex. Because he's my brother. And then there's a 4th person who's been subscribed for a year but has not provided a sound yet. I should probably remind them. Yeah, Crow, my nephew is kind of the same way. He just wants to tell me about video games all the time, because I introduced him to video games. I let him play Super Mario Bros. On my 3DS when he was like... I don't know if he was 2 or 3. I think he was 3. I let him play a bunch of Super Mario Bros. On my 3DS. And then, ever since then, he's been playing video games. Except, you know what I would really enjoy is if, like, my sister and brother-in-law would come visit me sometimes and bring their kids. And then my nephew could hang out and play video games at my house, or I would be playing video games and we could hang out. Instead of it being, like, a thing where we're both at a family event and he's playing Roblox on a tablet and I don't care. You know, that kind of thing. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, I need the eggs. Wait, why are we in the... Where am I? Why do I have this stuff with me? Oh, this is the other egg mission. Oh, I thought that we were on the mission to steal the Rathian eggs, and I only just now realized that we are not in the correct place to encounter Rathians. And we actually are only here to steal the other eggs, the easy ones. You don't like egg quests? I like them. They're silly and fun. And in this one, you can actually run and climb with them and jump off stuff. You just can't. I don't think you can dodge roll. And as far as search and return quests in this go, in this one, they automatically complete just when you get the thing, instead of having to actually deliver it. Which, I mean, I can go either way on. I don't necessarily think it was a big problem to have to deliver them before. Okay, it's right down here. Okay, so these are the herbivores. We're just gonna... Whoa! What happened to my menu? There we go. I'm just gonna take this egg and they'll be none the wiser. And since we have infinite stamina because we're not in combat or anything, I can just run away. Okay. Gotta watch the stamina bar now. I love how the leaves pop off of the mantle. It's kind of funny how there isn't a delivery box in this one, so you have to deliver it to the supply box. I mean, it like makes sense. It's just, if you've been playing Monster Hunter for a long time, it's kind of weird. Okay, so the mantle, we now have to wait for it to recharge. In the meantime, what can we do here? I don't really want to murder all these guys just to take one of their eggs, but... Okay, it looks like I don't have to. Is this thing seriously not gonna... Oh, here they come. God, there's 3 of them. Oh, another one came from the other direction. Oh my God. They're effectively blind. Does that mean that they're just mostly blind but not quite? Or does it mean that they are actually blind but are very good at using their other senses to make up for it? Okay, now that thing's gotta, like, turn around to get back to me. Woo! There we go. Yep. Alright, we're... Oh, no! There's too many of them! Oh my... It's fine. Fine! You all asked for it. You can't let me have one egg, so instead, you're all dead, and 3 of your eggs are dead. I promised a no-killing stream, but it has now just become a bloodbath. Oh, wait, whoops. No, I'm not even interested in that. I'm interested in this. There we go. Okay. Okay, so here comes this guy. Any more up here? Oh, he's way back there now. Okay. That thing just gave up. Oh, here it comes. Any more? Any more? Okay. Alright, it looks like we're gonna be fine. I had like 1 pixel of stamina left. Did you see that? Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that my stamina had gone down to the bar. And I released at just exactly the correct moment. Woof! Yeah. Oh yeah, dinosaurs are sweet. Okay, we got our insects and bone piles. Let's go. Ooh, double mining outcrops. Perfect. I don't remember where else it told me to report to, but probably here. Okay. Don't need anything else there. But okay, so now we have more ingredients at the canteen or something. And then we have an optional quest to just capture a Baroth, which is perfect because that's what we want to do anyway. Let's go. There we go. Oh, right, we should do that. And then my only bounties are mining outcrops. Okay, perfect. Let's go. I still just like to grab everything, though. Oh, yeah. Just let him sit there and push buttons. I don't know, though. Won't that confuse his little child brain? That no matter what he does, it has no effect on anything? What always happened with my nephew when he was super, super young was he would play it for like 5 minutes and then he would ask me to do it for him. But then I would play it for like a second and then he would demand to play it again. Immediately. And then do the same thing. Be terrible at it for for 5 minutes, and then ask me to do it for him. But, you know, video games. Kids. I didn't really expect any better of him. His dad, though, always bragging about how good he is at video games. But then whenever I visit, or we play a game together, oof. I'm not impressed. But I mean, I'm not impressed on an adult level, you know. I'm not saying that he should be better. I'm saying that I wouldn't brag to adults about how good he is. That's my general philosophy, though, in he's just being intentionally terrible around me. Maybe. Man, the 60 FPS looks great. What if? You know, it's an angle I hadn't considered, Crow, so I'm glad you bring it up. It's always possible that I'm the idiot. Okay, so I can stream for about 2 more hours, and then I gotta go to my mother and father's house for a Labor Day thing. 'Cause it's Labor Day today. Happy Labor Day, those of you in the United States of America. I don't know what Labor Day is, or why I get the day off, but I do. Maybe it's just one of the days that, like, other countries have a certain number of bank holidays that they get off. And the US was just jealous of the number of holidays that they have that don't pertain to us. Like, Canada's got Boxing Day. What's that? So we're just like, I don't know. Labor Day. Don't do labor on it. If someone could enlighten... What the hell? If someone could enlighten me as to what Boxing Day actually is, though, I would be very interested. Alright, we got all of our mining done. What am I actually here for? Baroth. Okay, I'm actually not super stoked that this Diablo, or Diabolos, or whatever the hell it is after me now. Diablos? Is that what this thing is called? Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not really ready for this thing. I forgot to... Okay. Exactly what happened... I'm dead. I'm actually dead now. It missed me. That was a stroke of dumb luck, the likes of which the world has never seen. And then this time, we do the dive properly. Yeah, I released sprint before I released sprint before I hit dodge, and so I didn't do the thing. Oh, I didn't know that there was also a waifu husbando thing going on with the Diablos as well. Okay, anyway, we're out of there. We're outie 5,000. Let us find the much more reasonable Baroth. Oh, hello. Why am I... these guys seriously want to rumble? Whoops. She turns into the black Diablos when they're in, like, they're in their mating season. Interesting. I love that kind of stuff. It's part of the reason I liked Metroid Prime so much, was like all of the crazy, you know, the biology of the fake world, of the fantasy world. Oh, hello. Okay, here's the Baroth. We're just gonna follow him around for a minute. Alright, we're good. I tried to start off with a mount, but I just didn't have enough height. Whoop! Oh, jeez. Oh, no! Ah, I got, like, weirdly shoved into one of these. Okay. There we go. Hang on, we're just gonna go up here. Through these cacti, and... Oh! Alright. Stand far enough away where when it jumps down it doesn't destroy me. Oh! I was getting confused. Uh-oh. Yup, that was going to hit me. Don't be stunned. Okay. Oh my. Now I'm stunned. Okay, but Guppy had my back. Okay, so I think what I'm figuring out is that the color of the map says what I need to do. When it starts flashing yellow like that, I hold R2. Just like that. Oh. Oh, he interrupted my swing with his roar. And now my sword's dull. Okay, but he's running away. The Diablos is up here now. Oh, gee. Oh, no, no, no. That's not a Diablos. It's just a pile of other dinosaurs. Oh, that's really cool, bro. Ah! Ooh! Yeah! Oh, that was the best. That was the best weeb slash I've ever done. I got kind of greedy there. Please heal me. Ah. Ooh. Okay, I gotta not be so risky and just get potion going. Yikes. Oh. The botch. Yeah! I got it in the head with that. Perfect. I've been hitting its head way more than I usually hit a monster's head. Oh, it's almost dead. Okay. Please don't kill it with stones. I just want to make him try to fight me again. Okay, get ahead of him with the slide here. Shock trap down. There we go. Boop. Boop. What? There we go. One of them like went down the edge. I really don't like that you only get 20 seconds after a capture. 60 seconds is a good amount to get. I realize that it's for carving, and you don't have to do that when you capture, but I still like to look around the ground for things that they dropped, or do mining in the area or something. Oh, another login bonus, huh? Honey, bone piles, insects. Bones, bugs, and honey.
Yeah. お疲れ様です。怪我はあかんで。
Hello. Just making my rounds. Okay. Man, this loadout thing is quite nice. Okay, so did we get any Baroth ridges? That's what we need. Yes. We got 5. Ooh, that's exactly what we need. Perfect. Oh yeah, Crow? That's fun. Okay, so now we need to go fight the Giura. And I think the Giura also has some weapon stuff that I need. So we can't upgrade that anymore. Can't upgrade that anymore. Not that yet, but here's Giura stuff. We need to make one of these water swords. And then, ooh, we also need stuff for the Palico. So, I like to do the Palico stuff first because it's just so, like, easy. It takes so little parts. But okay, so. That means for proper Giura fighting, we just need to go get an investigation going. Okay. Do we have any capture Giura? No. So I guess we'll do a hunt. Let me look closer. Okay, so we'll just have to capture it ourselves. Here's one. Oh, it's a lot. I guess I don't do a lot of tracking of it, so I don't have investigations for it, so look at that. For once, I'm actually going to have to, just do a regular optional quest. Maybe there's already one here, though, that I didn't do. Like in level 3 here? No? Okay. But here it is. So, capture a Barath, hunt a Giura. Let's just make sure that... Okay, yep. Alright, well I gotta run to the bathroom, but we're gonna do this quest next. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, let's just do it. I'm not going to use a voucher when I only have one. And then, am I equipped for this? Yeah, oops. I've got the stuff. I think if my old roommate told me about that. My old roommate and good friend Tony loves Monster Hunter and has played more of it than he's played more Monster Hunter than I know of anybody who's played any game. You know what I mean? I don't know anybody who's played any game more than he has played Monster Hunter. Which is funny, because he plays a lot of other games, too. But Daisy and I were just talking about, like, how there are people who, are so dedicated to one game that they're just playing it all the time, and on Twitch, they're watching people play it all the time. And if you're not playing it, they won't watch your stream, even if you become friends. Even if you're streaming a game that they like, the game that they like, and you become friends while you're streaming it, once you move on to another game, they're moving on to another streamer who's playing that game, or the first game, you know. Those people have probably played their game more than Tony's played Monster Hunter. But not by a lot. And it's really interesting, like, to some people, the concept of, like, video games as a hobby is just one video game, you know? It's not like I love games, I play all kinds of games. It's like I like Fortnite, you know? And that's the game I play. I like Tetris, and I play Tetris. I feel like, growing up, that was always a pretty common thing for, like, sports games. There were people who played sports games, and that was it. They didn't play other sports games, or they didn't play other video games. I feel like Call of Duty is when I started to, and maybe it's because of working at GameStop at the time, but that's when I started to see a lot more of that idea of, I'm not really into video games, I just play Call of Duty every day. In fact, I remember debating this with my old roommate, Jordan. Is that person a gamer? Are you a gamer if you only play one game, but you play it every day? I think so. I mean, it depends on whether they think so, but I think so. But yeah, it's interesting. Like, I always have to be changing it up, you know? I'm into all kinds of different games, and I'm always wanting to play different games. What do I need? Bugs, bones, and honey? Yeah. I think so. For sure. This isn't really where I want to be. Yeah. But I mean, if I met somebody who only played a certain game, they only played World of Warcraft or something, and I identified them as a gamer, and they said that they're not, I wouldn't say, yes, you are. You know, it's up to them, really. Is that true, though? If somebody smokes a pack of cigarettes a day, and they say that they're not a smoker, they are. So maybe what I'm saying isn't really true. That it's up to them to decide. It's really, really crazy to me that a pack a day is like a normal amount for somebody to be addicted to cigarettes. Like, I've known many people who were a pack and a half a day. And I've known a few people that were 2 packs a day. But just 1 pack a day is so much. That's 20 cigarettes. You're not awake for 20 hours a day, so it's more than 1 an hour. That's crazy lot. I'm not positive how common just that much smoking is anymore, though. Like, I feel like I'm generally around a lot less... What up, Hearts and Fights? I feel like I'm generally around a lot less smoking than I used to be. But maybe it's just the people that I'm with. But I'm just saying, the idea of the pack-a-day smoker is, in my perception, less common than it used to be. But I still think it's pretty common. It's just a good thing that it's less common, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going with this. It's a lot of smoking, though. So I brought up earlier that if somebody smokes that much, but they say they're not a smoker, they still are. The reason I even thought of that is because I was in a similar position when I smoked. Like, I smoked cigarettes for a while, but I smoked at most, on a heavy smoking day, I smoked 3 cigarettes in one day, you know? That would be the most. What it was actually most days was if I worked that day, I would smoke once during work and once before bed. And then on days I didn't work, it was just once before bed. And that was generally it. And I said at the time that I was not a smoker. I thought that I was in a window where you could say that I smoked cigarettes, but I wasn't a smoker. Because, you know, it was just so much less than the other people. But I don't know. Was I? Is 1 to maybe 3 cigarettes a day a smoker? It kind of sounds like it now. Now that I don't smoke and I think about that, it sounds like it is. I just got a Rathian scale. I need that for the delivery. Perfect. But I quit smoking a long time ago, and the reason was that it just didn't make me feel good. Like, there are people who smoke because if they don't, they feel crappy. For me, it was kind of the opposite. It was like I liked the taste, and I liked the smell. I liked the action of doing it. Especially lighting a cigarette is it's just a very satisfying action to take. So I smoked for those reasons. However, it made my stomach sick, you know? And so eventually I just quit doing it. Because it just made me not feel great. And then that also made me not feel great about other people doing it also. Even though still, I still like the smell. But I don't actually want to smell it, is the thing. Like, I like the smell of cigarettes, but if I can smell them, I feel like it's unhealthy. If I can just smell it, you know? So, it's not like I'm looking for it. Or that if somebody's smoking, I want to hang around. And I'm talking about cigarettes, of course. Pot, I just don't care about at all. I like the smell of pot, and I don't care if I breathe it in. I don't smoke pot myself, though, because, like, I don't think that there's anything wrong with pot whatsoever. But I don't smoke it myself because it gives me anxiety. Like, I've smoked pot a couple times in the past few years, and every time it's been an ordeal, you know? I get really anxious and just start freaking out about everything, and I get really paranoid, and it's just not a good time for me. I partly wonder, though, how much that has to do with my general sense of unwell being that I used to have. Like, it didn't come across on stream, really, because I don't want to be I'm trying to do a show here, and Twitch was like when I did feel great was when I was Twitch streaming, so it never really came across on stream, but until recently, I had a very just general sense of unwell being in my life, which I now feel much better about, due to some recent changes that I have made to my life. It took me a long time, but I did what I had to do. And now on a day-to-day basis, I feel like I'm living my life. Like, I got up at 10 o'clock in the morning today. Yesterday, I got up at 9. That's crazy for me, and it feels great. I'm streaming Monster Hunter because I want to. And it's just like the game that I feel like playing today. I would have streamed Earthbound if I didn't have to go to my parents soon, though. I forgot to track this thing at all. So I'm glad that it's leaving some tracking prints for me now, because I need to know this stuff. But yeah, I think it's a good attitude to have, to not plan on smoking, that's for sure. Get on its head. Here we go. Okay, so when this happens, you move. Oh, I get it now. So when you need to take action, the minimap, the aura around the minimap changes colors. But I'm not sure if it changes colors telling you whether to move or brace, but you can just look at what the monster is doing to figure that out. The chorus of Mummy Dust is like my least favorite part. I like the song Mummy Dust. I think it's pretty cool overall. I kind of don't like the chorus though. It's kind of stupid. Ah! Man, you know what song has been stuck in my head a lot recently, and I've been listening to a lot recently, and I really, really like, is An Altar of Limbs by Oak Pantheon. It's one of those songs that I didn't quite appreciate before. It does exactly the thing that I love, which is that it ends an album on a low tempo groove with really, really fast double kick under it. That is just like my favorite thing in music. Low tempo, fast double kick, and it's the perfect way to end an album. Again, not every album should end that way. It just makes Oak Pantheon's From a Whisper and Death's The Sound of Perseverance that much better. And probably, and definitely some others as well that I'll have to figure out. You know what band I haven't listened to in a long time now that I'm thinking about is Dimmu Borgir. I really, really like that band, and I listened to them a bunch for a while. But I haven't listened to them in a while now. Yeah! I'm still not positive how to properly control that move. Oh, he's almost dead. Okay, we gotta find a spot where we can put a shock trap. That we can also lure him to. Yeah, Secular Haze is a great song. Tubring did a pretty good cover of it on their last album. Come here, idiot. Got him. Oh. All right. Hopefully that got us an investigation to capture one. Yeah, Palico level 10! I'm also really looking forward to them maxing out their Vigor Wasp, because I really like their other item, too. Do I need you? Oh no, I think I already captured one of these. Boop, boop, boop. Orkin Man! What's up? How are you, dude? Ugh, it is wonderful to see you. We are just playing some Monster Hunter. But yeah, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Alright, so then we make that, say no. And then I want to do weapons before equipment, so I think we upgrade the bone shottle too, right? Yeah, because we have one of these. Can't get that yet, but we want this. And then for this, we cannot get it, so now we are on to armor. You're going to get Monster Hunter GU. What's that? Alright, so we need Aqua Sacs and just generally a bunch more stuff. But we will slowly put on the pieces of the Giura as we defeat them. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So I think that should be good. Oh, I didn't look at investigations, though. Oh, it's on Switch. Neat. I just got the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth on my Switch. So that's what I've been playing on Switch recently. Because I was out on a couple work trips, and I had Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on Switch. But when I was out on a work trip, I didn't want to, like, when I only had so much time at a time and stuff, I didn't want to play a JRPG, you know? Or one like that that's very MMO-like. So instead, I just picked up Binding of Isaac Afterbirth on it and played that a bunch. And I've been playing it a bunch. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, jeez. Okay. So we want this one now. Heck yeah. Use a voucher on this one. 4,000 gold is like my threshold right now on whether I want to use a voucher. Unless I have 5 of them. Persona 4 is good. Such a great game. Especially after you've played Persona 3. I think that it's a really good idea to play 3, 4, 5, you know? Because of the way that the mechanics change. It makes a lot of sense when you play them in order. Where you're adding mechanics instead of taking them away and that kind of thing, you know? What else do I need? Honey and insects, probably? Honey, insects, yep. It's always honey. Oh, this looks so good in this frame rate. It's gonna take me a long time to stop saying that. Because I played a lot of this game in 30 FPS. And these load times and just everything, man. I'm curious about something. Oh, God! Oh, no! This is what it looked like before, except it looked worse, I think, because, well, I don't know how, like, the ambient occlusion might have been. Oh. Behold. Okay. We're done. I'm glad that's an option. Oh, there we go. Alright, so let's actually track this thing for a minute this time. I guess I'm not doing the bounties quite yet. The funny thing is that, like, I haven't used, like, any armor spheres yet. I upgraded my leather belt and that was it. Oh, you're gonna, play through Persona 3 twice? Hang on, I got the wrong stuff equipped. I didn't go to the supply box. Alright, that's fine. We'll just, when this thing runs away, we'll head over to the supply box. Oh, jeez. Yeah, having only played the PS2 version, I don't know anything about the female protagonist stuff. No, the female protagonist is not in FES. That's the one I played. FES has the answer. I don't, because I'm Persona 3 Portable probably has it. There's the journey and the answer. FES introduced the answer. Whoops. Which I liked. Some people had mixed opinions on the answer. I mean, it was all dungeon crawling. And no social link stuff, but I still thought it was fun. And it was short enough where that wasn't really a problem. Oh, well, I hit that poor thing with that attack. Oh! Wait a second, I lost all my sharpness on my sword? Welcome back, Orca Man! Oh, I see you're playing some Monster Hunter World now. Interesting. I didn't realize that that was a side effect of that attack. Oh, this is when I was gonna go back to town so I could pick up the stuff from the supply box. But we'll see if I have to. I can just use my own shock trap right now. It's fine. I just really don't want this... Oh! Wait a second. Here we go. I just really don't want this Baroth to hit my shock trap. No! Okay, well, I put a shock trap over there. So now I need to, like, lure it way over. Oh, no, I really botched that. Oh, I botched it so bad. Look how far away he's going. It would probably be faster to just make another shock trap at this point. But no. See you later, Amber. Thanks for watching. Okay. Here we go. Come here, you. Yep. Boop. Keep coming. Uh-huh. Boop. This way. Alright, here we go. Boop. Is he not coming up here? Oh, there he is. Okay. No, 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 no. Okay, we're almost there. No, stop. Stop disengaging combat. Are you serious that you're leaving now? I need this red pit. Are you seriously running away again? You little Dickens. Oh, jeez. Hey, idiot! Alright, I'm gonna try to shoot him less times this time. Guppy, you just stay out of it. I can eat again. Where is he going? Where are you going? I'm getting another shock trap. I feel like he's gonna die from these little pea shots I'm shooting at him. Because I've shot so many now. Oh man, I botched that capture. Oh right, I don't even have the easy ration because I never went to the supply box. There's probably a closer camp. Okay. Give me the stuff. Also, let's just be super careful. Super careful. And let's make another one. Oh, wait, I already have one. There we go. Whee! The sliding is so fun. The general movement in this game is really fun. I don't like how they put your character off to the side, though, in spots like this. It's like a thing that new games do, you know? Ever since Batman Arkham Asylum, really. Ever since Resident Evil 4, I should say. RE4 had a good reason to do it. Gears of War had a good reason to copy it. Not Batman. Got him. Yeah, I didn't have to go scrounging for the actual shock trap materials. Which is nice. But also it's cool, the idea of having to do that. Having to go get the stuff to make a new shock trap. It would have been fun to have to do that. Sorry, my sister is texting me about something. Okay. We got one more hour. Oh yeah, you do need a trap tool in this one, and you wouldn't be able to... You don't, like... I don't think you can make those. Right? Let's find out. Because, yeah, you need a trap tool and a thunderbug. And I don't know how you actually make a trap tool. You can buy them from this guy, or anytime that you start a capture quest, they give you 2 of them that you can keep. So that would be it. How you get them is the fact that you get 2 of them at the start of every capture mission. Okay. And then I think that we've gotten more research on the Giura. Yes, we have. Yeah, once you run out. But you get 2. But yeah, there's not a way to get any more. That I know of, at least. Wait a second, did I already do the... I think I already did the weapon upgrade. Yeah, we have the Giura shuttle, and then we can't get the other one yet. Because it takes something that I don't have. Unless that's something easy, like the hide of just something that I haven't slain yet. But, don't gotta worry so much about that. And then I think we've already done the Palico stuff. The wastes are always so ugly. We're going back to the leather belt again. Or at least the Puke belt. Maybe we'll do the Puke belt. Wait a second. How does it compare? Yeah, it has more water defense. Okay. And then we just go hunt another one. Except, this time we remember to open the supply box. And boop, boop. Oh yeah, the Devil Hoe isn't in this one yet. Isn't in the PC version yet, I don't think. That's the Angry Pickle, right? Yeah, so that one's on PS4. Monster Hunter World on PS4. Which... I don't think I actually hunted one. I might have. But yeah, it's not in the PC version yet. Which I'm fine with at this point. I've got enough to do without having to like have more stuff than I did the first time. Man, remember how before I couldn't find sleep herbs and it was hard to keep up with Trank Bomb production? But now I actually have capture quests. So I don't even use my Trank Bombs anymore. Alright, so here we go again. Make sure to do my tracking. Uh-oh, something's after me. I think it's a regular Gajao. Oh, okay, now he's roaring too. There we go, though. We are full. Yeah, I mean, I feel like people always speak in a way about games that makes it sound like they don't think they enjoy it. It's kind of what we were talking about earlier, where, like, people act like they don't like a game that they play a lot. People also tend to just use general terminology that makes it sound like they don't like things that are hard. Even though they do, because that's what makes video games fun. People will generally speak about a monster in low or in people will generally speak about video games in like negative tones when they speak about the difficulty. For some reason, you know? And maybe people really do just want their games to be easy, but I don't know. I think it's just like, it's just the way people talk, kind of. Please don't, oh jeez. Oh, that wouldn't have hit me, I would have been fine. please. Ah, should have known. Yeah! 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 Alright, now I get why everybody was telling me to do the weeb slash before. It's fun. I don't really think it's doing that much more damage, though, than if I just finished this combo. I guess it does. Okay. Alright, sorry, more sister texts. Alright. So this thing is almost dead. Let's just not be a goober this time. This time, instead of trying to lure it in... Hey, Esco! Instead of trying to lure it, I'm just gonna get it onto a spot, like, right here, where I can just hit it. Oh, oh no. This... Please, please, please come this way! Why? I don't have any ammo! Why don't I have any ammo? Because I never pick it up? Yeah. Oh no. Now these two are gonna fight. And he might... This Baroth might actually just kill it. Okay. Alright, no, I think we're gonna be fine. Just give me some ammo. Okay. Same thing as last time now. Except, I don't think we have to lure it as far. Please wake up. Come here. Yes, hello, it's me. In the face. Let's go. A monster that lives in the marsh. Makes it very tricky to trap. So I can't just run up to it and put the shock trap on its feet. Which, honestly, in game design terms, I feel like if you are standing on the trap while the monster activates it, you should get stunned. So that you have to actually lure it in there and not just go stick the trap onto the monster and have it go off. Okay, fine. Also, I love that the way that you've worded it. Why can't I put a shock trap here? Are you serious? Oh, I can eat again, though. That's why we carry poop in our pouches. Why can't I trap here? I mean, I know what the answer is. Because you can't. But, you know, I'm just saying it's getting in the way a little bit here. I need this thing to not be in this area. But it keeps wanting to run away and shoot mud at me. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's fine. That gets it over here. That's where I want it. Yo! I'm your target. It's like he cannot figure out how to get up this landscape. And so he just gives up right there. And goes back there. Like, do I really need to bring him around? So, let's do it. Okay, there we go. Just giving him a little bit more encouragement. Nope, there he goes. He's out of here. He does not want to leave this area. And I can't put shock traps down. Wait a second. Is it that you cannot put 2 shock traps down at once? I think that's actually what the issue is. It's not that I can't put one down there. I think you can only have one down at once. Wait, is it coming over here, or is that the... Oh, okay. What's up, Baroth? Please don't be mad about that. The Baroth just wandered into my shock trap out of nowhere. Okay, great. Wait, now the Jiro's coming up here, too. Okay. Just put it down. There we go. And get him. And get him. And there we go. Okay, it all worked out in the end. I think that is what a Baroth sounds like all the time. Dum-de-dum. I just got 3 Aqua Sacks out of the gold spot, so I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, oh, we did a bounty apparently. I've been super neglecting these bounties, but that's fine. There we go. Yeah. Because I'm going to need more of those Aqua Sacks. We need them later for some other thing. Is it faster to go up here than it is to run up the stairs? Yes. Alrighty then. I'm still not equipping this. I don't like how it looks. We need... Gajao skin is all we need. Okay. Well, that's fine. And then just to make 100% sure, Giura, we are done with. Okay. So, I could just do an expedition, but nah, there's probably an investigation. Oh, neat. Yeah, I like the Baroth. Oh, I need 2 Monster Bone L's now? Okay. Wow. Oh, but I need to be here. For investigations, and we need... wait. Target. There we go. Gajow. We just have the 2. I don't even need to eat for this. We're just gonna go do it. And again, for the millionth time, I just love how snappy this version is. Over the PS4. We just go. Boom, we're here. Like, it's so fast. This is just such a perfect, outstanding example of exactly why you don't need modern video game consoles, except for Nintendo's. And a PS4 for Bloodborne specifically. But this is the perfect example of why Bloodborne just needs to be on PC.
But it won't happen because Sony produced it.
I know it's not going to happen. I'm just saying that it should. I'm not saying it will. I'm saying it should. There are injustices in this world. And Bloodborne's exclusivity to the PlayStation 4 is chief among them. It's the world's greatest injustice we have ever known. In video games. I hope this thing doesn't attack me while I'm doing this. It probably will, though. Oh, there's another one here. Ah, yeah, he's roaring at me. Man, these things have more health than I expected. That's one of those sentences that I always think about, because the proper way to say that sentence would be, man, those things have more health than I was expecting them to have. Would be the complete sentence. But instead you just say, than I was expecting. And everyone knows what you mean. But it's not complete, really. Giura, you don't even know how little interest I have in fighting you right now. I just want a piece of your little cousins. My sword is very dull. There we go, we got him. Oh my gosh, I have to use a potion. Oh wow, regular potions don't heal very much. Okay, carve him up, and then let's just get out of here. I shouldn't have even come down this far. For no reason. I made the big come down like my name is Trent Reznor. See that was I brought it back. That was me wrapping back around to earlier when I said The Fragile by 9 Inch Nails was my favorite 9 Inch Nails album. Also, top 5 albums of all time in general. The Fragile by 9 Inch Nails. Oh, such a good one. Alright, we just need to find some of these fish that don't have a giant fish next to them. I think my favorite track on the album is The Great Below. But you kind of need the build-up for it to give you the impact that it has. You need to listen to La Mer and then The Great Below to really feel it. And alright, so we are nearing the end of my stream today. Even though it's only been 3.5 hours, I've got plans. I'm going over to my my parents' house for a Labor Day thing. Sorry, I got thrown off by a text I just got from my sister. Doing a thing for Labor Day, and yeah, and today was just a super casual stream. This is not. Sometimes I like to think that my stream is like a fun show, where like I'm trying to overcome a challenge that is a specific game that I want to beat, but not today. Today was. I'm playing Monster Hunter. My computer is already hooked up to my capture card. I'm just gonna turn the stream on and ramble while I play. And I thank everybody for listening to me ramble. Where are these fish? I came here for fish. I was promised fish. Here they are. I probably just wasn't looking for them because I forgot again that I'm doing a small monster culling. Culling's a cool word. These fish are moving very strangely. Oh wait, no, they're not moving at all. It was just an optical illusion because of the surface of the water moving the opposite direction that I thought they were moving. It's like when you're in traffic and you're next to a big truck that is covering like all of your view, and the truck starts moving forward, and you think that you have started rolling backward because your entire basis of your spatial awareness is moving. And then your brain's like, nope, equilibrium does not say that we're moving. And then you throw up all over your crotch because of the disconnect between what your eyes are seeing and what your brain is feeling. It's happened to me too many times. I think that's why people get sick when they... I think, like, that's what motion sickness is. Or, well, at least it is with virtual reality. I guess virtual reality sickness is a different thing. But yeah, it's like when your brain is actually convinced that you're moving, but your limb, muscles, and equilibrium and stuff are all saying, like, no, that's not happening. Then you're just like, whoa, and you throw up. This has never happened to me, by the way. I've actually never even... Well, I have played virtual reality. It was a long time ago, though. It was at Disneyland. You know, at Disneyland, they have, like, that Aladdin magic carpet ride that's in virtual reality? I played that, and it was awesome when I was a kid. And I remember the headset being very heavy. And, like, my stupid little kid head could barely play it. It was suspended. It wasn't like my neck was holding it up. It was, like, suspended. It was just heavy and hard to move. It's probably a lot better now. But I have not played any of, like, the recent, you know, VR development. It's stuck in that whoa, look at all these fish. It's stuck in that funny spot right now where, and it's not really very funny if you are invested in VR, but it's stuck in the spot where nobody wants to get a VR headset because there aren't any good games for it. And nobody wants to make a good game for VR, because there's no install base, because no one's bought it yet. In order for a good game to be made, somebody needs to think that they have the killer app system seller. And when you're being realistic with yourself, you don't have that. All right. And there we go. I don't know, I guess I did just kind of sit around there for a minute instead of going and collecting those bones like I said I would do if I had more time after a capture. I guess I'm just not used to it anymore because I do so much capturing. Alright, bone piles and flora. Generally pretty easy things. Come over here and get my harvest and make sure we are still fertilized. Come up here to the workshop. Oh, let's go to the item box real quick. Get my load out. And boom. Wow, we got a lot of skins. We certainly got what we needed there. And we can equip this because it doesn't show. Alright, so next up we are going to be going after the Toby Kadachi. And we don't need a lot. Oh, we need wing drake hides? Okay, I gotta remember to grab those. I believe we already made... Oh, we didn't get that. Okay. But other than that, we did already make the outfit because it's cute. And then as far as upgrades go, we have to, we have to make another one. I'm pretty sure. We got the bone shuttle 1. Yes. Okay. So yeah, this we need to upgrade to here. No equip. And then once we get the parts, we are going to... Well, actually... Okay, first we need another one of these, because we're going to turn it into an Anjanath shuttle later. So yeah, I love this part, just like having all these different swords with all these different elements. Like, I've just got a whole armory of long swords for whatever the situation calls for. Alright, so then back to this, upgrade it here. And finally, that one is going to be ready to become a Tobi Kadachi, or a Pulsar shuttle. Alright. And then double check this stuff. Alright. Let's get ready for Tobi Kadachi. I want to say it's weak to water, which is good because we just made that thing. Yeah, the funny thing is I just have no desire to use a weapon other than the longsword at this point, which is good. I love the longsword, and I love that I have a weapon that I love so much, you know? Alright, so yes, he is very weak to water. So, we are going to go equipment, use the water schwad on him. And then, what do we have that's best against thunder? The Baroth? Yes. So we're going to put on all Baroth equipment. Even though it's ugly. We need that lightning defense. And here we go. We are all ready to take down a Tobi Kadachi. But I gotta go! I got plans. I gotta go to my mother and father's house for some kind of Labor Day thing. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. It was very fun. I had a really good time just chilling out and just streaming the game that I want to play for fun. Here we are. So, I'm going to find someone to host here. And it'll be a weird timed host. They're going to be like, Dash, what do you mean you're ending a stream? Well, no, they're going to be like, oh, Dash, what are you going to stream later? And I'm going to be like, I already did. Okay, what I see going on around here is that Dodge Master Dooley, no relation. I don't know if you guys know that my last name is Dooley. Wait a second. I'm sorry, Dodge Master Dooley, but Dunpeeled. I was just talking about Dunpeeled a bunch, and he's playing Super Meat Boy, so I'm going to host him, actually. Enjoy this guy. He's great. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much. Meh.